I'm going to be extremely transparent in this post. I have been, I'd like to say, dropped by one person that I thought actually would stick it out with me. I didn't lie to this person. I told them where I was in life. I told them, you're going to get ups and downs from me. You're going to get mad at God one day, then shouting in service the next day, because this is where I'm at. This is what I'm struggling with, and this is what I'm dealing with. You're going to get the girl who doesn't know how to eat in public. No, I don't. I struggle too. The girl who has very bad social anxiety. I don't really do well talking to men. I don't do well around men, period, because of abuse. I told this person everything they needed to know about me. And I was like, if it's too much for you, please leave. Now. And if you feel like you want to try, and then if it becomes too much, if I become too much and you have to leave, all I ask is that you let me know. On my birthday, which was a really hard day for me, I told this person, I would love to spend my birthday with you, and they wanted to celebrate me. They're like, yes, we want to spend your birthday with you. And I told them just how emotional of a day that is for me. And they said, well, we knew it was going to be hard for you, or they knew it was going to be hard for me, but they still showed up. But I was like, could you not hear your own voice? You knew where I was in life, but you couldn't show up? That's fine. I never want anybody to feel like I'm a manipulator, or I just want people to stick with me, even if it means losing yourself. Never that. I always care about those around me more than myself, which I'm learning not to do. This is my thing. If you tell me that you're going to stick it out with me, if you tell me that you got my back, that you understand where I'm at in life, and you going to help me as much as I let you, but then I feel distance between us, I'm a communicator. I speak on what I feel. I speak on what I think you're feeling. I speak on boundaries. I speak on cross boundaries. Even if my boundaries are small to you, or if the things that trigger me are stupid to you, I'm going to speak on them. And if you feel like my feelings are just so small, it doesn't matter, then that means I need to rethink our connection. But this is my thing. If all of that is in place, if we've communicated, you know where I'm at in life, and you know the role that you play, and you distance yourself from me, no communication, I just have to feel it out, that breaks me. It breaks me, because I'm sitting here, I'm up at night, I'm crossing over in the bed, I have all these thoughts towards myself, these thoughts towards God. I want to come to church and be the person that He chose me to be, because you can't run away from being a chosen vessel. You can try to run away from being a chosen vessel, but you can't do it. I've tried. These past few nights, I've not been able to sleep. I have not been able to eat. But it's like, I can't go back into that church, because my sexuality, struggling with it, bad. Mental health, struggling with it, bad. If I couldn't get help, sorry y'all, if I couldn't get help in the psych ward, I couldn't get help, the streets didn't do nothing to make me worse. I have a child now, so I can't be doing stupid stuff. Great. So if you go to psych wards, if you go to psychologists, you can get your child taken from you. So it's like, I can't speak on what I feel, because if I do, wherever I go, I'm going to get judged. I'm trying to talk to the Almighty, but I feel like you have forsaken me. I feel worse than David when he said, my tears have been my meat day and night. We know that as the deer panteth for the water, read deeper than that, because he kept asking God, God, why? God, where are you? He commanded his soul to praise, but he still said, God, why? Even in that next chapter, he continued to say, God, why? Why have you allowed this to happen? Why? Where are you? Where are you when my enemies are around me and there's nothing but oppression around me? Where are you? He had those honest talks with God. Jeremiah and Lamentations 3 did the same thing. But then he said, this I recall in my mind, therefore will I hope in God. So I sat there trying to recall those things to my mind. I struggled. I needed help to pray, but instead I got talked about. It's like, if you don't seek deliverance, you get talked about. When you seek deliverance, you get talked about. After you've been delivered, you get talked about for needing deliverance. I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay? People try to make me think that everything's in my head, but I can see you talking about me. I feel the energy in the room. I feel the tension. I am the type of person, I struggled. I could be fine at morning service. By the middle of the service, I'm back angry with God, because where was He? That's genuinely how I feel. I want to preach your word. I want to have unmovable faith in you. I want to be somebody that people can call in the midnight hour and I'm able to pray you through to the Holy Ghost. It don't matter how long it take, babe. I'm there. I'm there. But people have given up on me so many times. And there are some people I understand. But this person, the reason that it took me out like this, the reason that I've been stuck in my bed, needing help with my child, needing help with life, is because I gave this person everything. I communicated this time. I fought this time. I showed up and did my best this time. There were other times where I did not try. But when you finally try, and it's like, wait a minute, when I give everything I got, I still get left. I still get, like, people still give up on me, even when I show up and give them the love I don't have within. Like, I can't even give myself that love, but I'm giving you above and beyond, and you dip. It's not the fact that you dipped. I told you, when you get tired of me, not if you get tired of me. On my birthday, I told you, when you get tired of me, just tell me. Yeah, I'll tell you. You didn't tell me. I felt it, and I had to tell you. Yeah, something done happened. They even told me I did nothing wrong, y'all. I did nothing wrong. But you treated me like I did. You got tired of me being angry with God. I understand it's frustrating to deal with a person who is literally trying to get back to life. I was like the paralytic, or the one who had to be carried by his friends to Jesus. I was broken. They got mad at me, told me, you see life through brokenness. Yeah, because I'm broken. I'm shattered. I'm beyond shattered. And I told you this. It was clear where I was in life, and you agreed to be there. Even if you had to leave, I never want people to think that you owe me your presence. No, you don't. It's your life. If you don't want to be a part of my life anymore, fine. But leave correctly. Don't leave without speaking. And I have to feel the disconnect on top of you not communicating. On top of, I wonder what they're thinking about me behind closed doors. I've seen this person talk about me. When I bring it up, I'm doing too much. Yet you prove my too sensitive self correct. I'm too sensitive. I think too deep into things. No, some people just don't think enough. Some people are not emotionally intelligent. Some people haven't been through those things in life where it opens your eyes to when you go from having support to no support and living literally by yourself for yourself. You are your own motivator. You are your own inspiration. You are your own backbone. You are your own village, your own support, your own family, your own mom, your own sister. I'm having to learn all of this while being a mother. I understand nobody asked me to have a child. I get that. So that's on me. I get it. But I'm not sitting here like, oh my gosh, woe is me. No, I've been trying. I've been fighting. People get mad when I get tired, like I haven't been fighting all my life. I've been fighting for things I shouldn't have even had to fight for. I'm 20 years old now. I'm done asking my family to be a family. If we're going to be broken, we're going to be broken. I'm done asking for the things that I wish my mom would do. And okay, I got it. I'm grown now. You didn't step up to the plate. Fine. It hurts when a family has a child and they don't show up, but it hurts worse when a family actually chooses a child and you didn't prepare for that child that you chose. You adopted me. You went off out of your way to get me, and you still fumbled. There was no planning. There was no let's think this through. So all of that, the weight of the abuse, the years of abuse had just came back to me this year. I didn't want to take this into adulthood. I wanted to become whole and healed and whole in my teenage years. So when that didn't happen, and I'm sitting up here 20 years old, I got a 2-year-old, and I'm still broken, I beat myself up because it's like I thought this was over. Like I thought that I could really make it. I testified about that in church. I was like, I don't have to take this into my adulthood. I was really calling those things that were not as though they were. I had strong faith. It was broken. Every time I try, nobody sees the hard side of it. They just think that I'm some whiny brat. No, I'm not. I'm not complaining. I'm not a spoiled brat. I'm not a whiner. I don't just go around whining like, why is my life so bad? Nobody else goes through but me. No, I never had a chance to recover. I never had a chance to really register the things that happened to me. I just kept functioning. I don't know how, but I kept functioning. Maladaptive daydreamed my life away, disassociated with reality, but I still kept functioning. Like, there are things that you can go through. You don't even know who you are anymore. When I had my daughter, I had been through so much. And I don't want to say the wrong thing, but until I pushed her out and literally saw her and held her, it didn't dawn on me I had just had a baby. Like, it took me that moment, I like, it was recorded where when she came out, it was like, and I just was like, I had a baby. And then I went back into survival mode, back into fighting mode, and had to go back into functioning, feeling disassociated from reality. I am broken. I am shattered. If you can't love me while I'm low like this, I don't think you're gonna love the high me, because that me, if I get low again, you don't know if you love me until you've seen me like this. You don't know if you really want to be around me unless you've seen me like this. I'm not saying I want to be around people and bring them down. That is the opposite of what I do, y'all. I have receipts. Anytime that I felt like I was bothering this person or bothering anybody I came around, I made light of it. Hey, am I bothering you? I know my attitude is pretty bad today. Please bear with me. But if I'm too much, I'll move around. Oh no, you're fine. You're overthinking. But then you come back with things that prove me correct. You were tired of me. You just didn't say anything. When I spoke up and asked you, hey, let me know if I'm becoming too much, you didn't say anything. But got mad at me when I was upset that you did it that way. And like, my feelings are never welcomed. I'm always looked at as the crazy girl because I'm the girl that's going through right now. When I say, baby, I'm proud of myself. I have learned to communicate. If there's something bothering you and I feel it, I'm gonna say something. I never want anybody to feel like I don't care about the way I am around them. I don't want to drain you. I don't want you to lose yourself trying to keep me and trying to help me. No, do what's best for you. I want what's best for you, even if that means leaving me. I get it, because I'm jacked up right now. But if you told me you was gonna stick it out, you told me you was gonna be there for me, you told me you loved me for real, you told me that you was gonna love me in the highs and the lows, but then you talked about me for being high and low when you know what's happening in my life. I told you every bit of trauma that I have experienced. I just started remembering these things this year. When you go through so much trauma and you start to just brush it up under the rug, you start to forget the things that you dealt with. But when it's time to heal, everything comes back. All of those experiences that you thought you forgot, that you can't believe really happened to you, you thought you just saw it in a movie somewhere. No, that was your life. And now they come back to you. You're a whole different, like, you got to go back to heal. You have to go through all of that again. All of the abuse. Okay? All those nights of being beat. All those days of things happening against your will. Those days where you were crying out for help and people thought you were just some spoiled brat. Baby, I was not a spoiled brat. Maybe at one point in my life. But that village I had, that love I had, left me quickly. 10 years old, that was all. I do have loving family members, I get that. But, babe, it takes something to go wrong for people to really talk. For people to really check on you, you have to be dying. And that makes you feel like unless something bad is happening to me, I don't matter. So then it starts training your brain. I have to be going through something. I have to be sick, or I have to be down, or I have to be just in pain, like to where people can see it, physical pain, for people to care about me. Because that's the only time people show up, is when they think something is really wrong. But when I speak on my feelings, it's something light. We all going through. Get over it. I understand we all going through. I understand. But other people go through differently. And if you always making light of their feelings and their problems, what does that make you? Heartless? Yeah. Man, I'm just saying, I always connect with people who already have support systems. So when they get around someone like me who has no support system, like, it just, I become the first person they ever met with this many challenges, because I am my own support system. I tell people everything there is to know about me. So that when you see these things, I've already prepared you. I didn't lie to you. This is who I am right now. This is where I'm at. I'm trying to heal. People talk about you when you don't heal. I didn't cause this to myself, I know. But I know it's my responsibility to heal. But healing is not cute. Depression ain't cute. Like, I'm breaking out. My skin is breaking out. My teeth are getting yellow. I have to figure out a way to take care of myself. I just made myself do my nails. Maybe that'll give me some motivation. One just broke. Like, I don't know. My hair is not done. My hair is falling out. I cut it every year. I might cut it again. I want it to grow. But when I go through these stages, this year, 2024, was the first year where everything literally, somebody told me you was going to get closure. Do you know closure hurts sometimes? Closure will literally break you open first and then close you back up. Like, that what closure feel like sometimes. I was broken. I was shattered. And you got mad at me for seeing life through brokenness. How else was I supposed to see life? if broken is what I am? It doesn't make sense. When I get healed and whole and I meet people and they ask me to stick with them through their hard times, baby, you got it. Because I know what it's like. I'm not somebody, like I said, who takes people down with me. I never want to do that. And I make sure that I'm not doing that by asking questions. If I'm too much, tell me. Don't bite your tongue. Just tell me. But don't distance yourself and then be talking about me without communicating. You tell me I've done nothing wrong. Yet because of those things that you've internalized that you don't speak on, you treat me like I've done something wrong and get mad at me when I respond or when I retaliate and make me out to be the bad guy. Now you're the manipulator. Yeah, because I'm the one communicating. I know where I'm at in life. And if me being who I am right now is too much, all I say is that depart the right way so that I don't lose myself. This is what I have made. I've made a promise to myself and I'm going to keep it. I will never again make somebody my home, because when they leave, I won't be homeless. I will have home within myself. I will know who I am. My identity doesn't come from you. I knew who I was before I met you, and I will be who I am and remain myself when you leave. You may have added to me, but you don't make me who I am. You didn't build me. I built me. Well, He built me. I might not be a Christian, but I know for myself who God is. But it's also me building me, babes, because it takes me to be writing that story. I have to show up every day and be me. I have to show up every day and be the mom I need to be. I have to show up every day and put on a fake smile so that people can just tolerate me. Hopefully one day I'll meet those people who actually celebrate me and welcome me instead of just merely tolerating me, because I cannot do that anymore. I do not have the energy to be around people who are simply tolerating me. If I isolate myself, I'm wrong. If I show up, I'm wrong. So it's just like, you know what? At this point, I got to do what's best for me. No, I ain't been to church. No, I ain't been praying. I tried that. I needed help to pray. Conversation with people. That person was helping me to pray. And I told them that, and I got talked about. Never again. I'm 20 years old. I got to figure out how to become whole and healed. And I love to help people. I do. Because I get it. And when I get there, baby, I'm telling y'all everything that worked for me so that we can come out together. But yeah, I am not doing this to myself again. Before I go, guys, I want to read you what I wrote for my blog. When you saw the depths of me, your love started to fade. It began to feel like only a fantasy. The idea of your love finally met reality.